Is this on? Tech! Is this on? Sometimes I forget to check. Oh, there's the blue light. Okay, so that seems awesomely bright. I'm a very low light kind of gal. Like, I really hardly ever, never, ever put on the main lights. It's always lamp lights, subtle lights, salt lamps, fairy lights. Oh my goodness, don't even try and hit me up for a fluoro light. That ain't ever going to happen. I don't know why I'm actually saying that. Why? Let me just check. Because my team, me, did not check the mic. How's that? I'll try not to yell. I can see it's going in the red a bit, but otherwise it's too quiet. Anyway, that's not why you're here. If you're actually here, you're probably not here to watch me bumble and stumble and fidget and twist and turn and resettle myself and get my knickers out a knot. They're not in a knot. They are not in a knot. I don't know, normally I do my little videos in the morning when I get up. I have I guess like a routine that I go through, the sunrise, or actually I do my exercises before the sunrise, and I want to kind of get that done so I can go out, make my coffee, sit with the sunrise, watch, enjoy, because I'm not rushed now because I've done half my stuff already, and then just enjoy and relax. And as I have, travelled this path in life and been learning how it actually works opposed to what it was that I've learned as I grew up. There's so much more to this. There's so many layers. And one of the first actual videos I did, I think I was talking about protective practices, because that's one thing I realized. I kind of took life at face value, and I also took people on face value, and I would always see the best in people, and I would always, even actually, if the best was covered in an amazingly thick, dark layer of not the best, I would manage to see through it all to that little spark of light. And I still do that, but I've actually learned to acknowledge the dark. And I think that's important for us all to do in life with each other and also ourselves, because we all have a dark and a light side. Nobody is apart from that. There's nobody who is all potential goodness and no dark, or all potential darkness and no light, because just like the light and dark in everyone, we have that divine masculine, divine feminine. We have polarities within each of us. And I think once upon a time, I kind of thought, oh no, I don't have dark. And I've gone, no, you do. You have potential dark. We all have potential, except we don't know it until circumstances arise as to which choice we're going to choose. Are we going to activate our dark side or our light? And that comes up in every fork in the road, every crossroad, every sliding door moment that we have, is do we choose the road of light, of higher consciousness, of loving and learning and evolving, or do we choose the dark, which is very much in the polarity? I don't want to say it's all bad, and I don't want to condemn the dark, but a lot of our badness comes through that potential, although it's not, what am I trying to say here? It's not all bad. Like, I think that's why it's important to know thyself, to know that you have the potential to bring life into this world. You also have the potential to take it out. But we have choice in every moment. Do we choose to create or destroy, I think? And I think that darkness is part of that destruction, although sometimes the destruction is an important part that leads to more of the light. I hope that's making sense, because at the moment what I'm seeing in our world, a lot of our darkness as a collective is being brought to the surface, and we're seeing it more, whereas previously it was a bit more hidden in the murkiness, in the fog, in the illusion, in the delusion. But as the light is turning up so bright now, it's making it really hard for the shadows to hide. Like, they just cannot hide because the light is so bright, and it's making them denser and more visible. But that's really important, because we're meant to look at them and we're meant to acknowledge that they're there, because as humanity we spend a lot of time trying not to acknowledge what's in our face. So it's there. So what do we do with that information when we know there is a shadow within our midst? I think what we do, I think we meet it where it is. I didn't want to say that. Why am I saying that? Meet it where it is. Does that mean we have to go into the dark? I'm sorry, this is just coming in now. Meet it where it is. From a distance, meet it where it is. But we can't get rid of the dark side. We can't condemn and banish and hate the dark side and think that's going to make it better. Maybe this is why I said meet it where it is. Meet it where it is and accept that it is there, but then allow it the room to move and breathe, because when we judge and condemn and label, we are then putting it in a corner where it has no other choice but to live up to its reputation and the label and the condemnation. So what we might need to do is give it pause and give it room to breathe and meet it where it is, with the light. Oh, you know what I had come in? Give it a hug. That's so beautiful. I have had that thought before. I have done that in my own, meeting my own darkness within, and embrace, because the only way to transmute and alchemize the darkness within our world is to love it. Not love it, but to give it love and healing. It is healing. Okay. That's so very interesting. I often, most of the time, don't even know what I'm going to say when I'm saying it. Sometimes I have an inclination. Sometimes things that I've been contemplating and pondering and wondering on do come up again in the actual videos here. But like I've said before, I'm getting very clear guidance to not pre-plan, to not pre-write, to not script it or make it rigid and stuckness with my little human mind, but to allow my higher self to kind of give me the guidance and give me the words if possible. I wish you would do it a bit more. I'd actually like it to be a little bit more. But that is kind of it. This is a little short one. I might come back and do a bit more on that. But just for now, I've got my child calling. I love you, wherever you are. I hope you're having a beautiful Ava evening, morning, and I will pop back in another day. Tomorrow's.